Hi, this is Helen Coleman from the strategy team within the ICB. I'm here today with Sue Bickler, who works for Help and Care and is a representative of Health Watch organisations in Hampshire and the Isle of Wight. Hi, Sue. Can I start by just asking you what is your role at the ICP Joint Committee and within the Integrated Care Partnership as a whole?
Okay, thanks, Helen. So, Local Health Watch are independent organisations and they have statutory responsibilities and they seek people's views on health and care services. And Health Watch uses those views to influence health decisions to make sure that decisions are designed and delivered with patient voice and public voice at the centre. So on the Joint Committee, I try to bring the perspective of and represent the 4 Health Watch across Hampshire and the Isle of Wight, who in turn bring the perspective of local people.
Oh, right. So how do you see Health Watch organisations overall within the ICP, not just sort of in the committee?
Yeah, so, Health Watch role, as I've said, really is to ensure that decisions take into account people's lived experiences. So I try and bring that across the partnership as broadly as possible. It's about ensuring that there's really genuine and meaningful involvement to it that inform all the decisions that are made. And sometimes it's just about us asking the questions and prompting the thinking. So do the ICP priorities really reflect people's concerns, the population's top issues? Is the proposed way of tackling these issues what local people really want to see? Have we got the right people around the table? Can we involve local people in developing solutions? Are we hearing from the right people? So it's often about making sure that that thinking is round the table and across the partnership.
Oh, that's helpful. I mean, I think you kind of answered my next question slightly. So, when I was going to ask what are the benefits of Health Watch being part of the ICP, is there anything else that you wanted to add to that?
Yeah, well, for us, each local health watch is commissioned by and works on its local patch, its place, so its local authority area. So the arrangement that we have, whereby I bring the health watch together and can represent at system level, means that that voice can be heard across the whole system, across the partnership, and not just at place. So that's a real benefit to Health Watch of our involvement. And I think the benefit to the partnership is, partnership working. It benefits from the more voices, the more perspectives, and then you can be more creative and you have more resources to tackle problems. So, every partner adds something to a partnership and we bring a particular perspective.
Yes, thank you. And so, have there been any challenges as in your role as a representative?
Yeah, I think the big challenges, and this probably goes for many organisations, is kind of resources and where to focus. Health Watch are really small organisations, and I don't know that everybody realizes that. They tend to have this kind of staff of three or four people, and not a lot of money. So we need to, we want the voice that we hear through Health Watch to have a big impact. So sometimes it's about working out where we are best placed and not try to get involved in everything. Sometimes it's not necessarily about going to meetings, but making sure our data and insight is forwarded to the right place. But that resource is quite a challenge.
Yeah, so I imagine being part of the ICP committee is quite useful in that way. So you've attended the joint committee meetings. How have you found them? Have you found them informative, useful?
They have been informative. It's still relatively new, with a lot of people kind of getting to know each other and getting to know how to work with each other and how the whole governance and system works. But it feels quite effective. It feels like partners are understanding what the job is, what our roles are. It's quite open, quite an open meeting, by which I mean there's a lot of discussion and decisions do seem to be made. Possibly we are taking quite a long time, and probably necessarily to make sure we're really clear about what it is we're able to achieve as a partnership, as opposed to what individual organisations are doing themselves anyway.
Yes, yes, thank you. So what hopes do you have for the future for the ICP?
Well, I am a big fan of partnerships that bring different agencies together. In other work that I've done, I've always felt that it really adds, really brings something. in this context, you know, with all the NHS pressures and local authorities struggling to deliver more than the basics, you know, I really hope that ICPs will be able to deliver and will continue to put that effort into working together to respond to issues collectively. And I do think that, you know, if there's a real focus and there's a real commitment, it is possible for a partnership to achieve things, but it is challenging. It is really challenging times.
Yes, thank you. Oh, well, thank you, Sue. That's been really useful. Thank you for sparing the time to speak to us.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye bye.